the passion, Justin be good. All right. When I first met Christine, I said I loved her enthusiasm, I loved her passion for pets, and we asked her to do a regular segment. So let's get it up for Christine Filardi, Passion for Pets.
Thank you so much, Howie. So this evening I have a very special guest on, somebody that I have known for years, who actually was the only person to come to a lecture I did on raw feeding many years ago before it was popular. That's how I met Kim. She has been really, she's a wonderful person. She's for me, one of the most inspirational people that I know. And she's also a great resource for all things dog. Kim is the person who turned me on to martial arts in Carl Place, and also told me about a great organization, Pause for Friendship, through which I was able to volunteer with one of my dogs. But tonight, Kim is here to talk about really her work and her advocacy for deaf and blind dogs, which just I'm always amazed at this woman's tremendous heart, her tremendous patience. And this evening she's going to talk about one of her organizations called Parker's House, and her work in educating, rescuing, and also training dogs that are deaf and blind, and helping people understand that just because they have some limitations doesn't mean that they're completely limited. So Kim, tonight, why don't we just let our listeners know about your work, about Parker's House, and what people can do to be involved.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Parker's House is an organization that I started a few years ago. It's a very small organization, and it's dedicated just to the information, education, rescue, and training of deaf and blind dogs. It's a subdivision of Second Chance Wildlife Rescue, which is based in Farmingville. It's a 501c3 rescue. We focus just on the deaf and blind dogs. We do mostly dog events and pet events on Long Island, on Queens. Sometimes we go to New Jersey or Massachusetts. Parker, who is my deaf-blind rough collie, who I adopted from Second Chance in July 2011. He was originally with an animal hoarder. And now he's the inspiration for Parker's House. He's the namesake, and he is a therapy dog with Pause for Friendship. He does nose work, and he goes around and educates the public about deaf and blind dogs, how adoptable they are, how you can train them, how you can live with them, and how they make great pets. Second Chance Wildlife Rescue is where I adopted him from, and they help us out a lot. We also have a Facebook page for Parker. It's called Parker's Fan Club. You can go there and like his page. We do fundraising for deaf and blind dogs on Parker's Fan Club. We do yard sales. We do auctions online on Facebook. Parker also makes paw print paintings, which he makes himself with a little help, of course. And we sell them on Facebook, and all the money, 100% of the money, goes to Parker's House and to help deaf and blind dogs. This includes deaf and blind dogs in shelters and with rescue groups that might need a little help with veterinary costs. Dog supplies, trainers, if they need a little help with trainers, we help just raise money for those dogs. And so that's just what we do. We just kind of spread the word that deaf and blind dogs deserve to live and be adopted and to have happy lives.
Wow, a lot of information, Kim. Just one more thing before we wrap it up. Just tell us a little bit about the other dogs you have in your house. Just a little bit about them, because they're also very near and dear to my heart, having met them, of course.
Okay. I actually have 3 dogs. Parker is one of them. They are all double merles, which means that both their parents are merle colors. Which a merle is a coat color. It comes in red merle or blue merle. Red merle is a copper or tan kind of multicolor coat color, and blue merle is a gray multicolor coat color. The most common breed of the merle comes in is Australian Shepherd, but it also comes with border collies like Parker, Shelties, Catahoula leopard dogs, Great Danes, Dachshunds, different breeds. And so when you breed 2 dogs of merle color of any breed, pure breed or mixed breed, approximately 25% of the litter is born double merle, which means they inherited a dominant merle gene from each parent, and they're born mostly white with some eye defects, possible vision loss, blindness, and possible hearing loss or deafness. So I have 3 of those type dogs. Parker is one of them. He's completely blind and deaf. He was born without any eyes. I also have Dakota, who is a deaf-blind collie mix. She was born with a little vision. And when she was 3, she had eye hemorrhages, so now she's totally blind. She's also, within recent years, paralyzed too from a separate disease. And then I have Rain, who is a deaf miniature Australian Shepherd.
Wow, Kim, I tell you, you have such a heart to take care of these dogs. And I also know that in your day job, you also work with children that are deaf and blind also. So,
Deaf this year, deaf and blind last year.
you know, the one thing I could say about Kim is she just makes me want to be a better person. And I mean that, Kim, from the bottom of my heart. She's always been an amazing inspiration, a great resource. And if people want to know what Parker's up to, what's the Facebook page again?
It's Parker's Fan Club.
Parker's Fan Club, everybody. Go friend him and like him tonight. And for any further information, you know, you can contact me, the Pet Chef, at the Halftime Howie radio show. Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.
All right. That was such an inspirational story. Give it up for Kim and Christine. That was awesome.